Right at that moment, he wished he were back in Philadelphia with his feet on solid dry land. Chapter 2. Coming and Going. It was a sunny summer day in 1754 as 8-year-old Benjamin Rush sat on a piling by Carpenter's Wharf at the end of Walnut Street. He watched sailors climbing the rigging and patching sails. He listened to the chanting of slaves as they stowed ship's holds with sacks of corn and wheat, or rolled barrels of molasses down gangplanks. As he watched, Ben thought about his older brother James, who had recently gone to sea. As far as Ben could tell, his mother believed this would cure some kind of problem James had. Ben wasn't sure what the problem was, just that it made his brother moody. Now James was working aboard a ship that sailed between England, Africa, and North America, the Triangle of Trade, as another uncle told Ben the route was called. Ben's uncle explained that textiles, rum, and manufactured goods were shipped from England to Africa. Once the ship had unloaded in Africa, it was loaded with slaves to be transported to North America. After the slaves were delivered, the ship was loaded with corn, wheat, dried meats, wood, tobacco, and molasses, bound for England, where the cycle started over again. Philadelphia, the largest port in Britain's North American colonies, bustled with activity. Ben took every opportunity he could to head down to the docks and watch the ships. Today, as Ben watched the waterfront activity, his mind drifted to the future. His mother had just told him that he and his younger brother Jacob would be leaving home in August. The two were being sent off to attend West Nottingham Academy, 60 miles southwest of Philadelphia, just across the Pennsylvania border in Maryland. Going so far from home wasn't too scary for Ben, since the principal of the academy was his uncle, the Reverend Samuel Finley. Samuel was married to Ben's mother's younger sister, Sarah. Ben and Jacob would be staying at the Finleys' house while they attended the school. Not only that, Uncle Samuel and Aunt Sarah had 8 children who all lived at home, and Ben looked forward to spending time with his cousins. Looking out over the Delaware River, Ben realized how much he would miss Philadelphia and its 15,000 inhabitants. He loved strolling along the streets, buying produce for his mother at the market, and watching ships load and unload. On his walks, he would pass cobblers, wig makers, barbers, and cabinet makers, all busy plying their trades. On foggy days, he would miss the sound of the bells and horns that guided ships up the Delaware River to Philadelphia's docks. Later that day, Ben's mother, Susanna, walked with him and Jacob to Christ Church Cemetery, where their father had been buried 3 years before. Ben had been 5 then, and he remembered the breeze that blew off the river that July day during the service. John Rush had gotten sick and died quickly. His last words were, "Lord, Lord, Lord." Ben thought the utterance fitting. His father had been a strong Christian man who was looked up to in the community for his honesty and hard work. Just weeks after his father's death, Ben's baby brother John died from a fever. He was buried beside his father. John Rush had been a gunsmith. He wasn't originally from the city. He was born and raised on the Rush family farm in Byberry along the Delaware River, 15 miles north of Philadelphia. That was where Ben had also been born. When Ben was 2, his family moved from the farm into Philadelphia so that Ben's father could set up a gunsmith business. When Ben's father died, his mother sold his father's tools, some property they'd owned, and all but one of the family slaves. With the money, she bought a general store on High Street, just east of 2nd Street. The store, which she named the Blazing Star, sold liquor, supplies, and staples such as flour, sugar, molasses.